guys, how you doing? My name is Cesar and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Steins Gate 0 episode 16. So yeah, I was actually thinking, I feel like Steins Gate is actually a show you should binge watch, because I feel like if I just react to 1 or 2 episodes a week, I feel like I forget some important details or information that has been revealed a few episodes earlier. So actually you should watch the show just in one go, but I know I can because of my channel and the whole structure. But if you don't have this whole structure like I do, I would recommend you to watch this show like in one go. Because also for this episode, we're now focusing more on Kagari again. Like we shifted our focus more towards Suzuha and Daru and their like family relationship a little bit. But I feel like now we're focusing back on Kagari. Like we saw how she returned in the end of the previous episode, and by the look of her face, she seemed like an entirely different person almost. So we'll see what she came back for, and I'm just really excited to find out what's gonna happen next. So without further ado, let's right into the episode. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we're gonna start right away? Oh, they're trying to remake the time leap machine? Yeah. Yep. Oh, she's like, if Kurisu can do it, I can do it too. Oh, Mayushi. What is she up to? Yeah, I think I've already mentioned this a couple of times, but I still find it interesting how Mayushi's friends from her part-time job are also playing a bigger role in the Steins Gate Zero series, like compared to the original series, in which we didn't see them at all. Oh, she was just waiting for him. Alright. Ooh. Oh, it's been a while since we heard someone call him that way. The super hacker. Oh, that looks so great. Maybe you shouldn't stand in the middle of a crossroad. Yeah, that's where it went differently. And I feel like Maishi's finally starting to regret it. Yeah, it is actually a Tanabata season. Now that I think about it. It feels weird to see Ruka in a bit more manly clothes because usually she's dressed up really feminine. But now she's just wearing her school uniform, her official gender is of course male, so like to see her in a male uniform, it's strange. Bad timing. Mm. It should have finished. He's so suspicious. The banana. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Busted. I mean, Okarin is not stupid. He knows what's going on. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. But that's all what happened in the original series, yeah. uh, tall. The terribly named. Right. Oh, time is running out. we've never seen him get this angry before. Oh. Wow. Yeah, it's the first time we've seen Daru explode this much. But what he said was true though. Mm-hmm. Yep. Maishi was there. She heard the whole thing. Ooh. Ooh. I know they're having a really, really important conversation, but I'm getting so distracted by the beautiful artwork in this part. With all these reflections, it's so beautiful. So I'm getting a little bit distracted, but I know what they're saying is really important. No, I don't think so. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's what it means to be a scientist. Yeah, I think that conversation was really important. Like OKARIN really needed to have that conversation with Maho. Talking about that time, yeah. Uh, Aww. That's beautiful. Wow. There was a really intense episode, and not as in there was lot of action or in that sense, but more in it was emotionally intense. You know, there were a lot of discussions and just clashes of emotions, opinions. So it was really intense in that sense. But I feel like this episode was really the big turning point. So I think from now onwards, OKARIN will change. I mean, he has had that difficult conversation with everyone basically. Like he first talked with Daru about it, then with Maho, and eventually with Mayoshi. And I feel like the talk with Mayoshi will be the final drop of OKARIN turning back to his original self, maybe. Alright, so that was episode 16 of Steins Gate Zero. Like I said, it was a really emotionally heavy episode. It was mainly just dialogue and just people clashing against each other with their opinions and thoughts, and like there were just so many discussions going on, and everyone had their own turn to say their own stuff. Like I just mentioned, the discussion with Daru, Maho, and Mayoshi, like each one of those discussions had its own worth. So they were important, but all in different aspects. Like first, OKARIN had that argument with Daru, because Daru was just basically like protecting everyone's feelings. Like, he knows how everyone is suffering because he's so close with everyone. Like, he notices, of course, those things. So basically he was just stepping up for everyone and just, you know, also talking some sense into OKARIN, or at least tried to. But then afterwards it's right away followed up with the discussion between OKARIN and Maho, and that discussion was also important, but in a different way. It was basically just a discussion between two scientists, you know, like only a scientist will know the best how another scientist feels. And Maho, especially because of her experience as being sort of the sidekick of Kurisu, or at least not the sidekick, but she was just trying to follow into Kurisu's footsteps, even though Kurisu was considered to be the genius. Maho just had also suffered a lot because she has failed a lot of times. So therefore she understands the best how OKARIN must have felt, you know, failing like all these attempts to change the timeline and save Kurisu in the original Steins Gate series. So she also knows that OKARIN can eventually recover from it, because like he also helped herself recover from that feeling of giving up, you know. It was around episode 10 or so, I think, where he really helped Maho get over her feeling of inferiority towards Kurisu. So she knows that she recovered from that, and so therefore she also knows that OKARIN, being in that similar situation, can also recover from that. So I feel like in that sense that conversation was also really, really important. And then we finished it off with that conversation between Maishi and OKARIN. Like, Maishi, who already started to realize that she made a mistake in what happened in episode 23 in the beta version, and she was already starting to regret that. But then after hearing everything from OKARIN and what happened in the original Steins Gate series, I feel like that was sort of the final drop of her realizing that it was definitely a mistake and that maybe she should have let him go and save Kurisu. And I feel like that conversation was especially important because OKARIN was just so concerned about Maishi's feelings and her well-being that, you know, it almost became a burden to him. And now that she's told him that maybe he should have done it differently back then in episode 23, so maybe that's sort of relieving him of that burden that he has been carrying the entire Steins Gate series. So yeah, that was just a big development, especially for OKARIN, and I feel like I mentioned, that this is gonna be some sort of turning point. So maybe after this episode OKARIN will convert back to his original self, so being that mad scientist Ho in Kyoma. Who knows? I hope so, because we've had a lot of different conversations that we needed to go through. This was all definitely necessary, and now that we've done all of this and OKARIN has giving that push in the back by almost everyone at this point, I feel like this is gonna cause a change within him, and we can go back to solving that whole problem of that World War III coming up, the whole thing with Shiina Kagari. So I'm just really excited about what's gonna come from now onwards. So yeah, that was my reaction to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you cannot wait to see my reaction to the next episode, you can always check out my Patreon for early access. There you can find my reactions up to 3 episodes ahead. So if you're interested, please go check it out. You can find the link in the description box below. But in any case, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.